Hello, thank you for watching Megan Tunnell Yoga. I'm Megan Tunnell, and today we are going to target balancing postures throughout our flow today. Grab a hold of a chair, a block, or have wall space available to you. Even if you think you won't need it, it's better to have it and not need it than to fall over, right? Yeah, even then, I might. Who knows? But balance isn't only found when standing on one leg. Open your mind to the idea that there's a balance of energy. It's your effort, your ease, movement versus stillness. So we're gonna have all of those things. Commit to the full practice. And please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to be super awesome and get extra karma your way, please click that subscribe button below to shower me with good vibes and help me be motivated to keep giving you awesome classes. Now, go ahead, grab whatever it is you think you might need, and come meet me on your mat. I'm sorry, I got stuff stuck on the bottom of my feet. Let's begin. Seated nice and tall on top of our mats with the shoulders stacked over the hips. And allow the chin to lower down ever so slightly, just enough to lengthen the back of the neck. And draw your attention to your breath, imagining your torso is 3 separate layers of a cake: bottom, middle, and top. As you inhale, fill the whole bottom layer, mid layer, and top layer. Exhale from the top down. Continue to follow your breath and allow your mind to focus on any physical sensation the breath provides. And allow yourself to set aside all that has brought you here today, everything that you think you could do after class. Doesn't matter. Just what's happening right now between your mind, your breath, your body, and your mat. And please join me for one more deep inhale. And open mouth sigh. Since we are going to be doing quite a lot with the legs and feet today, let's awaken the soles of our feet. Come onto your hands and knees for just a moment and tuck in the toes. Press the sit bones back. And if this is where you make it, that's entirely okay. Let your hands share the weight of the upper body, even if you're here, but be working towards pressing the tailbone back to the heels. And widen your heels ever so slightly until you have equal pressure between the big toes and the pinky toes. Maybe working your way to being in full hero. This is going to lengthen the arch real good and start to put pressure in the toes, giving them a little bit of a wake-up call. And continue to follow your breath as you sit here nice and tall. One more deep inhale. And softening sigh. If they are not already, bring your hands back to the floor and curl the toes, coming almost to the tops of the feet, tucking in the knuckles of your toes as if you're gonna even crack the knuckles of your hand as you press the fingers into the palms. It's that similar sensation, but to like the 1000th degree. I don't recall the last time even myself has even been in this position. So if your feet have a lot to say, that's totally natural. And again, widen the heels to put weight on the pinky toes. We're not trying to be in pain, but we are looking for some tension, some length going through the tops of the feet. In my body, this is pretty much my limit. Find your own. It does not have to match mine. You can maybe even sit on your heels if your feet have that kind of mobility. If you have a block, you can also place it between the feet. Nope, I can't even make it there. So coming to a higher setting, and that's too high. So for me, in my body, I'm stuck using my hands. Just a couple more breaths here. And soften the neck and jaw. There is a lot going on down at the toes. That's okay. The neck and the teeth do not need to be involved. And release. Let's flatten the feet onto the floor and maybe noticing a variation in temperature. Maybe there's still some residual sensation. And let's go ahead and sit all the way down onto the heels here with the feet flat, triggering some length in the ankles and shins. Again, use your hands, use your block to control how much weight is being put into the feet today. We're going to go into a little bit of acupuncture now. Bring your hips away from the heels. And on top of your feet, there's a hard, bony ridge that comes up from the big toe. It's about in the middle of the top of your foot. Maybe try to find it, or maybe you just simply know where that is. We're aiming to put this big, bony ridge in the center of the sole of the opposite foot, right about here. We'll keep the right foot flat and place the top of the left foot across the arch of the right. And then begin to sit back on top of that left foot. If you don't feel anything, then we haven't hit the nerve that we're aiming for. So maybe come up, try again, push it a little further, higher, lower, backward. Oh, I have found it. Yes. Okay. And begin to sit back gently to your degree. There is sensation to be felt here. If you can't find it, then it's just a matter of moving it around. So imagining my palm here is the foot. It's kind of going right in this little meaty part right outside. Well, actually, here's the edge of your arch. It's going in maybe about a ½ inch. And the more you lean your weight into the left side, the deeper the pressure, the greater the sensation, and then when we come out of it, the greater the release. And this is going to promote great blood flow. It's really kind of like reflexology for the feet. And since we are going to be balancing a lot, we want our feet to have a really good, stable, wide, blood-filled connection with the earth to support us today. Bring your hands forward, lift the tailbone, ha, and switch. Give yourself some time to find where the bony ridge of the right foot can push into. Whoo! Okay, and on one side you may feel it a little faster, not because you found it faster, but because there is the occasion that one foot has more sensitivity than the other. And bear with me, I know the beginning is kind of slow, steady. The mind might be wandering off real fast, but just know we're going to get into it pretty hard and heavy. So appreciate this moment of stillness. Continue to practice the breath. Bring your mind into the body. Acknowledge what it is feeling. Because there may not always be time for that later in the practice. Let's come out of this bad boy. Bring the hands forward, lift the hips, uncross the feet, and let them rest flat on the floor. Maybe noticing how cool the air is around them. That means you've promoted a lot of extra blood flow into those feet. Stack the shoulders over the wrists, knees underneath the hips. Keep the feet alive. Press them into the floor. Inhale, pull the heart forward and shoulders back. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, tuck. One more. Inhale, pull the heart forward, drawing the belly down, lifting the tail. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, heart forward, donkey kick. Flex the feet as you pull the heart forward. Exhale, knee to chest. Point the toes, round the spine. Inhale, flex the foot, press up and away. Hold here on the exhale and tuck in your grounded toe. Inhale, float the knee about an inch or two off of the earth, drawing the belly in. Exhale, lower down, keep the toe tucked and bring the knee into your chest, rounding. Inhale, foot flexed, press the knee up and away. As you exhale, lift the grounded knee. Inhale, lower. Exhale, tuck and round. One more, just like that. Inhale, press the right foot up and away, knee bent. Exhale, lift the knee. Inhale, lower, heart forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Inhale, keep the knee grounded as you pull the heart forward and shoulders back, heel lifting. Exhale, knee to floor, foot flat. Inhale, left foot up and back, knee bent, leading with the heel. Exhale, tuck and round, some familiarity here from previous practicing, rounding the spine. Inhale, heel up and back, knee bent. Exhale, tuck in the toes and lift the right knee off the floor. Inhale, knee down, heart forward. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, press the heel up and away. Exhale, lift. It's okay if the chest levels out a bit because the lower body's lifting. Inhale, knee down, heart forward. Exhale, tuck and round. Once more. Foot flexed, heart forward. Exhale, float the knee. Inhale, down. Heart forward. Exhale, knee to chest. Keep the knee down. Inhale, float the left knee up and back. Exhale, knee to floor. Widen the knees. Bring the toes together and push back into child's pose. Lower the forehead to the earth. Take a deep breath in and sigh. Notice the heart rate. Has it gone up since our hero pose earlier? I hope so. Taking a nice deep breath, finding that control over the body through the breath. And let it go. Inhale, pull the heart forward, tuck in the toes, and push up and back into downward dog. Press down into the front of your palms, rebounding up through the inner and outer arms. Tip the tailbone up towards the sky and maybe alternate lifting and lowering the heels. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and step forward on empty. Inhale, halfway lift, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back into plank. Inhale, pause, drawing the belly up and in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Release. Tuck in the toes and push up and back into downward dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot between the hands and lower the back knee down. Inhale, lift your chest away from your thighs. Keep the back toes tucked in as you swivel your foot over to the right side of the mat and press your right elbow inside the right thigh. Open your heart to the left edge of your mat, placing your hand on your hip. Really roll the shoulder open and back. Imagine you're trying to look behind you. Inhale, lengthen the front leg, pushing the hips back. Exhale, lunge forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Once more. Stack the knee on top of the ankle and bring your hands down to the earth for support. Flatten the back foot and, I'm stepping on somebody. Sit down onto the back foot. If that bony ridge is on a hard surface, this is going to hurt pretty bad. So be sure you scoot yourself forward to make sure you are on your mat for this posture. Straighten the right leg, turning the toes straight up to the sky. Yeah, get out from under there. This isn't going to feel good for you. If there is a lot going on in this hamstring here, you can put a block underneath your tailbone for more support. And bring the left hand out past the left knee, right hand to the inside of the right heels, and melt toward the floor. It is not required you make it there. It's just invite heaviness throughout the upper body. Inhale, bring the hands back underneath the shoulders, lifting the chest. Reach the left hand to the back of the mat. Press the right toes into the earth, and inhale, reach the right arm high, hips come forward, and reach up overhead in a side angle. Take a deep breath in from hip to armpit. Exhale, open your heart to the sky, little twist. Big breath in. Exhale, wheel down into plank, facing the back of your mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Release. Tuck in your toes and push up and back into downward dog. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Lower the back knee down. Keep the toes tucked, lift your chest away from your thigh, and swivel the right foot over to the left edge of your mat. Oop, sorry guys. They're not in the best spot. Press your elbow into the left thigh. Let that open your heart to the right, stacking your shoulder over your hip as you place your hand. Inhale, push back. Exhale, lunge. Keep that knee behind the toes. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. One more. Exhale, stack your knee on top of the ankle. Gently bring your hands to the earth for support. Flatten the back foot onto the earth. Make sure it is on your mat. Sit down on top of the right foot and extend the left leg past the left corner of the mat. Curl the toes up to the sky. Place your left hand inside the heel. Right hand out past the right knee. Center your shoulders between the hips. Take a deep breath in. And softening sigh. Inhale, walk your hands back into the body, lifting the chest. Place the left big toe on the earth, right hand to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the hips, rainbow the left arm overhead, big breath in here. Exhale, open, full breath. Wheel down. Inhale, pause. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, release. Swivel your elbows forward to bring them parallel with the shoulders. And extend your hands outward, tenting your fingers like spiders right underneath the elbows. Create a giant flat rectangle with your arms. Press the elbows away from the center of your body. Feel this sensation of pressing away. Bear down into the shoulder blades, making it feel like you're holding a pencil in the very middle of your back. And rest your forehead on the floor without giving up that sensation of holding a pencil and the elbows pressing away. Point the toes, squeeze the quads, and inhale. Lift up into a funky cobra. Push through the fingers, heart forward. Exhale, lower the upper body, but do not relieve yourself of that sensation in the mid-back. 2 more with the breath. Bring your hands back underneath the shoulders. Tuck in the toes. Exhale, push up and back into downward dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and step forward on empty. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Open the arms and pause. We are gonna be exploring our balancing series now. Make sure you have your block available to you at the front of the mat or your chair if it is not already, in case your body calls upon your prop for assistance. Inhale, reach both arms up and your right leg knee to chest. Exhale, step back into warrior one with the foot going back to your degree, heel down, pointing the right toes to the top right corner of the mat. Press the right hip forward, pull the left hip back. Exhale, hands to heart center and fold, maybe twisting. Belly to thigh, maybe getting the elbow outside the knee. Notice how there's a little bit of mobility in the front leg. Push down into that big toe. Focus on your balance here. Take another deep breath in. Let it go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, press the arms down, float the right leg up off of the floor, bringing the heart and thigh parallel to the earth into airplane, palms by the hips, facing down at the floor. Squeeze the left quad up into the hip, push down into the big toe, flex the right foot. One more deep breath in. Exhale, back toes to the back of the mat, hips square. Inhale, reach up into crescent. Exhale, twist again, belly to thigh. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, open up into warrior two, back heel down. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, fold, elbow on the thigh. Inhale, side angle. Warrior two. Gaze past the front pinky toe, about 18-ish inches. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward, floating your hand toward that space. Hand to the earth. Inhale, float the right leg and the right arm straight up into the air, coming into half moon. Foot flexed. Squeeze the quad, push the big toe into the earth. Open your heart. Big breath in. Exhale, top hand comes down into the earth. Square the hips into a three-staffed halfway lift. Exhale, step your feet together and fold on empty. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, belly to the thighs. Inhale, press up into chair. Draw the belly up and in and press the tailbone down. Push into both big toes. Activate the inner legs. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. And center. Exhale, fold, hands back to the earth, straightening the legs. Inhale, float the right leg back up to the sky, foot flexed, heart forward. Exhale, bend both knees, tucking the right behind the left. Inhale, straighten both. Exhale, bend and tuck. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the right knee past the left, bringing the knee down to the floor outside the left pinky toes. Push the left foot over to the right, making the letter X with your legs, and sit down in the space between your heels. Your knees do not have to be perfectly stacked one on top of the other. There can be a little bit of distance between them. It all depends on what this left hip needs. Sit nice and tall. Bring the right arm in front of your face, bent at a 90-degree angle. Left elbow underneath the right, and bring your left palm through the space to maybe find the heel of the right palm. Push the shoulders down, but lift the elbows ever so slightly, and maybe come into a little bit of a back bend, leading with the heart opening towards the sky. Next, exhale, soften the hands. Let them release and passively fold over the thighs. Maybe walking the tops of the hands in front of the body. Let the belly lay on the thigh, chin tucking toward the chest. One more deep breath in. And let it go. Inhale, roll up slowly, keeping the chin tucked into the chest until the last moment. Place both hands to your right, finding the foot that is on top. Shift your weight into the hands and allow that foot to swivel all the way around and back. Bring your hands to the front of the mat, toe tap the back of your mat, and square the hips with the top, coming into pigeon. I invite you to lower down, softening the body into the earth. But keep the upper body, even though you want it soft, keep it slightly elevated by pushing through the elbows, lifting the chest, and allowing the ears to float away from the shoulders. And gently press your hands into the floor, lifting your chest. Tuck in the back toes. Lift the back knee off of the floor, stepping back into plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Release. Tuck in your toes and push up and back to downward dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and step forward on empty. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Open the arms and pause for just a breath or two. Feel the fluttering energy pull out of the forehead. Inhale, reach both arms up and your left leg. Exhale, step back into warrior one to your degree. Heel into the earth, toes pointing to the top left corner of your mat. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, twisting belly to thigh. Feel that imbalance begin to develop in the front leg as your center of gravity totally shifts here. Pull the heart forward and push down into the big toe. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swing the arms down for momentum. Float the left leg up and back as the heart comes forward. Palms face the earth by your hips. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Chin toward your chest. Push down into the big toe as you flex the left heel out and back. One more deep breath in. Exhale, lower the toes to the back of the mat, hips square. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, front arm high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Take a deep breath in, make eye contact past the pinky toe. Exhale, hinge forward to that space, hand on the earth. Float the left leg up, stacking your hips on top of each other, reaching the left arm up overhead. Big breath. Exhale, top hand down. Square the hips with the floor. Exhale, step your feet together and fold on empty. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, belly to the thighs. Inhale, reach up into chair. Draw the belly in, flatten the low back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, twist. Unwind. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And float the left leg up and back. Exhale, bend both knees, tucking the left into the right. Inhale, lift and straighten. Exhale, bend and tuck. One more, lift. Exhale, bend both knees, bringing the left knee outside of the right foot. Cross your legs, pushing the right over to the left. And sit down between your heels. Bring the left elbow in front of your face, bent at 90 degrees. Right elbow underneath the left. Hand comes through the hole, if available, maybe finding the heel of the left palm. Press the shoulders down. Notice how that lifts the shoulder blades up into the chest. And maybe follow that contour, opening your heart towards the ceiling. One more big inhale. And sigh. Release the hands. And fold over your legs, palms facing up to the sky. Round the back and breathe deeply into that space between the shoulders. Inhale, roll up. Someone's chasing something. Bring both hands to the left. Swivel the right leg around and back, pointing the toes to the very back of the mat, squaring your hips with the front, coming into pigeon. And I invite you to lower down if available. One more deep breath in. And softening sigh. Press your hands into the floor to lift your chest. Tuck in the back toes, lifting the knee off of the floor. Step back into plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the knees down to the earth and swivel your feet to one side. Place your sit bones on the ground and bring the legs around to the front of your mat. Keep the knees bent. Place your hands behind your sit bones and gently recline onto the floor. Reach your arms and gently roll over towards your left side. Notice your heart rate. Notice the pace. Notice the intensity. Use your breath to regain control. Draw your attention to the breath filling the right hip, the waist, and your armpit. Exhale from the top down. On your next inhale, very gently roll through center however you choose. Float the left and roll over to your right side. Do not cheat yourself out of these last few minutes of class. This is everything you have put all that effort in for. It is all about the balance, the effort, the ease, the physical balance you can feel between the right and left side, the balance of one foot. It's all connected. When you push yourself so hard, you must have an equal return of relaxation. Gently return to center. Bend both knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins, giving yourself a hug. Notice your heart rate once again. How has it changed since the last time your mind was called upon its attention? Widen the knees into your armpits. Float the heels to the sky, holding on to the outer edges of your feet, coming into happy baby. Open the heart. Press the tailbone towards the floor. If your chin tilts up to the sky, or if your tailbone and shoulders lift off of the earth, hold on to your hamstrings instead. Allow your practice to be finished with a neutral spine. Gently bend your knees, lowering the heels. Release the hands and straighten your legs, turning the toes out away from each other. And turn your palms up towards the sky, level-ish with your hips. Take a deep breath in. And let something go. Pick any physical sensation of the breath. It can be the belly lifting and lowering, the chest widening and narrowing, or the air on the upper lip as you breathe through your nose. Allow yourself one final minute of focused attention. Begin to deepen your breath. And start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Slowly roll over to your preferred side and pause there for a moment. And leave your head heavy as you push your hands into the floor and come up to a comfortable seated position. And bring your hands folded in towards your heart center and bow your chin in towards your chest. And take a moment to reflect on today's practice. And please join me for one final inhale. And open mouth sigh. And thank you so much for watching. From my heart to yours. Namaste.